I want to try something different with our mid to B strat on Mirage. From now on, when I say mid to B, you know how I usually I throw a connector smoke, like there's a couple of ways you can throw it, but either, like, say I throw a connector smoke like this.
Smoke!
From B. This blocks all of... See, there was a smoke update a while ago that made smokes, the height of them, lower. So now if you throw a smoke to cover this corner, it doesn't go all the way up to the connector roof, which is a huge problem when you have operators trying to peek through the smoke like this. So you can't leave gaps in that smoke. So you basically have to choose between either blocking this corner or blocking all of A. And normally you're going to pick blocking all of A, but it leaves you vulnerable to connector. What I propose instead is, instead of throwing a connector smoke here, we throw it on this side. And instead of having 3 guys go mid and 2 go B, we have 1 guy A, 2 go mid, and 2 go B. And the A lurker is going to throw the smoke. The way you throw this smoke is kind of a difficult lineup, but you take your crosshair and you aim it all the way down. Like, you move your mouse down, eventually you get to a point where you can't move your crosshair down anymore. There's this dot. I'll make it a little bit bigger with that bullet hole. But there's a dot on this edge here. A little black dot. It got a little blurry, but since an update made it kind of blurry, but it's still there on this edge here, on like that edge. So then you aim at that, and then you aim, like, the lineup's not super important, but then you aim up. There is this antenna here. You're gonna aim in between, like, in between this, where this stuff meets, so right here, and then you're gonna aim up to the line of, you're gonna aim up till you hit the lineup with that part of that antenna there. So it's gonna be like this. And lower is better than higher here. You'd rather be too low than too high on this smoke.
I'm throwing smoke.
But the smoke's all of this. And like I said, the A guys have no chance of seeing this. I think even if there's a guy on top of this box, or on top of this box, they still can't see anything. So there's no chance of an opera being able to see through the smoke and shoot you. And now you don't have to worry about, now connector is still open, so there could still be a guy playing connector, but it's easier to clear connector when it's not smoked, or when the inside of it isn't smoked. Like, while the smoke is up, it's really easy to clear. I mean, if window's already gonna be smoked, you can have some of your teammates spotting for a cat. Have have one of the guys get close in connector and then throw a pop flash into connector.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
And while that guy's throwing a pop flash into connector, the guy that gets close can, in the meantime, throw a Molotov like that. Or not like that, but like that. Where you run forward a little. Fuck. I think I'm not running forward hard enough.
Throwing fire.
So that it flushes out this guy that's in the corner of connector. Because that's the only spot where that pop flash won't get him. So then you can clear connector, and like half the team can clear connector. So then you can clear connector, and then everybody else can clear. So then you can clear connector, and then you can clear cat in a similar way, where you have somebody get close and you pop flash cat.
Throwing a flashbang.
It's gonna take some tweaking. I don't know how this is gonna work. I do think it will solve our problem of getting wrecked from connector. either by me missing my smoking connector or by there be somebody hiding in it. So I think that problem will be fixed. I think we'll probably have to send less people at B because we're probably gonna need more people mid. So maybe at max. Either we'll either send one B apps or we'll have the lurker. Like, still two guys play B apps, but as soon as this guy throws his connector smoke, he comes back to mid. And he plays like, and he can play like the role of the support player that's flashing for both this guy and connector and this guy cat. So for example, there can be like the strat will play out where like the B guy will smoke top mid. We get out mid. And then somebody smokes. Somebody smokes window. I might have actually missed that smoke. Oh no, I didn't. I think I left a gap in it though. Yeah, there's a gap in that. Let me throw that again. I wasn't really paying attention.
Smoke!
Yeah, that one's better. So yeah, no gaps in that one. But then like we can do the same thing where top mid smoke, flash you out to flash out mid, get a guy behind the box, smoke window, and like the window guy can coordinate his smoke with the A guy throwing his connector smoke. So then all that's going to be smoked. You're going to want one of the, so then those smokes are going to, literally the moment this guy throws his smoke, he's going to want to knife out back to mid. I don't know. Let me test the timing. Let me see the timing on that and see how it works. But he's going to want to knife out back to mid so that he can throw support flashes for the rest of the team. But let me throw the connector smoke again and see how fast I can get out.
Smoke!
So that smoke just popped. And then I can come throw a pop flash like that. And that smoke's still up, right? Yeah, that smoke's still up. So the window smoke should still be up and this should work. But it's going to be like... It's going to be fast. It's going to be really fast. It's going to have to be like, this guy gets here, throws that pop flash, then throws that pop flash. He's probably going to have to blind himself with the first flash. Because he's going to have to throw both those flashes really quickly. And the mid guys are going to have to get close here and already be close when this is happening. So the timing of this is going to be kind of difficult. Probably going to have to get a server to practice this strat. But I think this is going to be a way more effective mid take. And I feel like our mid to Bs are going to be way more successful than they were with the previous connector smoke. So yeah, that's about all I had for that strat. We can talk about it more later, but yeah, that's what I think.